Hi there. Good morning. I'm glad you guys could all join me this morning. It's 9:30, so I will respect everybody's time and go ahead and get started. My name is Samantha Thorstensen. I am an Education Project Manager with the ISS National Lab. And so you'll see me say a few different things. I hope you guys can all see the classroom there. And you'll see me talk about Space Station Explorers and what that is. Space Station Explorers is actually the education arm of the ISS National Lab. And you'll see that word CASIS too, C-A-S-I-S. That acronym stands for the Center for the Advancement of Science and Space. So we are the organization that manages all the science and research that happens on that national lab. So you guys can take a quick look at that if you'd like. I'm going to actually start with the TV on the screen there in the classroom, and it's a nice little overview video, and especially as we're waiting for people still to hop on, for you to understand a little bit more about the diversity of the programs that we offer. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started for you.
Imagine living and working in orbit, 240 miles above the Earth. Experiments on the International Space Station lead to new discoveries and innovations in medicine, materials, manufacturing, and more, with applications that benefit us here at home. Now you can team up with the astronauts and researchers doing science off the Earth, for the Earth. Join Space Station Explorers, a community of students, educators, and organizations that use the International Space Station for STEM education. Imagine having the opportunity to talk with scientists and astronauts, grow seeds that flew in space, send code to the ISS to control robots, and automate experiments. You can even design your own space experiment.
Liftoff confirmed. PSS Gene Cernan now bound for the International Space Station.
Visit spacestationexplorers.org to discover all the ways you can launch your STEM learning into orbit. Your journey starts here.
Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I think I shut my whole presentation down. I apologize. I'm going to bring it right back up. So as you can see, we do so many amazing different things with the National Lab. And I'm bringing up my classroom again. I apologize if it takes a second to load. So much fun technology. There's always pluses and minuses when we can't meet in person and we get together virtually. But I love Google Classroom. It's one of my new favorite things that I get to do with my daughter. And so I had to create one for spacestationexplorers.org. I think I put a link to it for you guys to access that you can have fun with it that way. But the very simple and easy way to access all the programs is going to the website. And so you see the little laptop here. I'm going to click on it and show you real quick that very, very simple things to do. And we actually created a whole new Learn at Home initiative for all of those that are at home right now, e-learning, or if you're already a homeschooler, there's different kinds of programs that you can get involved in. And most of them actually are free. Usually it only has a cost if you want to actually send something to space or you get something actually physically delivered to your home. And so we have a bunch of activity and education guides where you can use things like recycled 2-liter bottles and create your own space station. But you can go through these and see all the different amazing activities that we have. And yeah, you saw it right, there is slime that we even sent to space. And I'll show you guys a little bit more about that. But the Learn at Home initiative, we did mostly the best and biggest ones that are easy for you guys to do at home. They're not going to require you to go out and purchase things or go places. It's very user friendly. And so when you go to About, you can learn more about the programs. Under Educational Programs is where you see A to Z, all of our amazing programs. Starting with A for ARIS, which is amateur ham radio on the space station. And we have schools and organizations that apply year after year, and we do hundreds of connections with the space station. So you actually get to ask astronauts questions on the space station. There is a ham radio on the International Space Station. It's used for communications, and it's more of an emergency backup system, but it is there for us to use, and the astronauts use it to test all the time, but they test by asking questions for students. And then all the way down to the second page is Z for Zero Robotics. And I know you saw that on the video, Robotics in Space. So if you are a middle or high school student, or you know someone who is, they have this amazing program called Zero Robotics. It took a pause this year because see that little sphere she's holding there? That is actually some old technology. They're retiring the spheres and they're putting this new robot called Astro Bee. And so now students will be able to code Astro Bee as part of some of their fun curriculum in school or even after school programs a lot of the times. So going back to our classroom, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite things about one of our programs that we have. So if you are a younger audience member, you have a small child or a friend that might be interested, we have a great program called Story Time from Space. And so I love having astronauts read stories to you. And so today I'm going to click more of our younger version of it is if I were an astronaut. So I will click that for you. Or I won't click that for you. You know what? I put a bunch of books on my shelf, so we can click on any of them. Hey Ho's to Mars We Go is another one read by astronaut Christina. And that one's not clicking either, so Mission to Kataria it is. But when you click on those, you can actually see that there's a whole library of books here. And we have sent trade books up every year, many of them for the astronauts to read. So let's see, I'm gonna actually just pick Mission to Kataria. Oh, actually, that's a little bit longer, so we won't read Mission to Kataria. I will pick out my daughter's favorite. And this is Rosie Revere, Engineer. It's 8 minutes long, but it's fantastic. I hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to Storytime from Space, a project of the Global Space Education Foundation. To learn how you can support this exciting project, please visit storytimefromspace.com.
Hello, and welcome to the International Space Station. I'm astronaut Kate Rubens, and today we're going to read a book about Rosie Revere, Engineer, by Andrea Beatty and illustrated by David Roberts. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom,
Hi, Samantha, we can't hear the video anymore because you muted.
I'm so
when
sorry.
Rosie was young,
Yeah, maybe the last minute of that or so.
Okay.
she worked with her hair.
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize if I muted me, I muted
and
you.
made fine inventions.
Go back just a little bit.
She grew sleepy. She hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen.